Hello friends, based on our last few class discussions related to emergency provisions and the national emergency, today we are going to discuss UPSC prelims possible questions under polity static syllabus. That is topic is emergency provisions. Here we have provided set 1 few questions. In later upcoming classes we will see about more questions related to emergency provisions. Let us begin. The question number 1. Which of the following is not correct with reference to national emergency? Let us see the statement one by one. A. President can proclaim national emergency only after receiving a written recommendations from the cabinet. Emergency can be extended for an indefinite period with approval of parliament for every 6 months. Resolution approving the proclamation of emergency must be passed by a majority of 2/3 of the total membership of the House. Revocation of national emergency does not require approval of the parliament. One must note here that we have to choose which of the following is not correct with reference to national emergency. Let us take statement 1. Yes, the statement is correct. By receiving a written recommendation from the cabinet, then only president can proclaim national emergency. What is our statement 2? Yes, this statement is also correct. Emergency can be extended for an indefinite period with approval of parliament for every 6 months. What about statement D? Revocation of national emergency does not require approval of the parliament. So, statement A, B, D are correct regarding to the national emergency, whereas statement C is wrong regarding with national emergency. Why it is wrong? Since this national emergency can be passed by using a special majority. What do you mean by special majority? That is total membership of that house, and it must be passed by a majority of 2/3 of the total membership of the house. I will repeat you again. What is simple majority? That is majority of the total membership of that house and majority of 2/3 of the total members of the house present. So answer for this question is option C. That is, this is the wrong statement related to national emergency. Let us move on to second question. Indian Constitution employ the expression proclamation of emergency to denote. So in last few classes we have discussed about this also. The proclamation of emergency can be used to denote only a national emergency. Therefore, answer for the question is A. And question number 3. Which of the following statements are correct in the context of the national emergency in India? The president can issue ordinance on state subject if parliament is not in session. 2. The center becomes entitled to give executive directions to state on any matter. Statement 3. President can cancel the transfer of finances from center to state. Select the correct answer. Note that you have to select the correct answer. Let us see about the statement. This statement number 1 is correct. Yes, president can issue an ordinance on state subject only if parliament not in session. Statement 2 is also correct. The center becomes entitled to give executive directions to state of any matter. That is, the center will become unitary. And then option number 3, statement number 3, president can cancel the transfer of finances from center to state. This statement is also correct regarding with the national emergency. So answer for this question is D. 1, 2, 3. So question number 4. Which of the following is not a ground for proclamation of a national emergency in India? See, National emergency can be declared on the grounds of war or external aggression or armed rebellion. There is no word called as internal disturbance after 1975. Therefore, the answer for this question is option C. Internal disturbance is not a ground for proclamation of national emergency in India. Question number 5. Consider the following statement about emergency powers of the president. The satisfaction of the president in declaring state emergency has been made subjected to judicial review by the 38th Amendment Act of 1975. Statement 2. The president can exercise his emergency powers only on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers headed by Prime Minister. Which of the following given above is or are correct? So we have to identify the correct statement. Statement 1 is wrong. Why 1 is wrong? The satisfaction of president in declaring state emergency has been made subjected to judicial review by the 44th Amendment Act of 1978, not 38th Amendment Act of 1975. Therefore, statement 1 is wrong. You can eliminate the options. That is, A is eliminated, C is also eliminated. Then we move on to statement number 2. The president can exercise his emergency powers only on the aid and advice of the Council of Ministers headed by the Prime Minister. Yes. Why yes? Since this proclamation of national emergency can be implemented on the written recommendations from the cabinet. Therefore, answer for the question number 5 is option B. 2 only is right answer. Let us move on to question number 6. In which of the following cases Supreme Court held that Indian Constitution is founded on the bedrock of balance between fundamental rights and directive principles? Based on our recommendation, it is the straightforward answer. Option A, Minerva Mills case is the answer for this question. So, question number 7. Which of the following statement is or are correct regarding national emergency as per Article 359? See, what is Article 359? A president can issue a order that you cannot approach to enforce your fundamental rights. So let us see the statement one by one. Statement 1. President by a further order can specify other fundamental rights that won't be operative except Article 20 and 21. This statement is correct. Except Article 20 and 21, a president can order that specifies other fundamental rights won't be operative. Statement number 2, union government can issue order to the state government on subject on the state list. Yes, this statement is also correct. And then statement number 3, state legislature is not suspended during national emergency. This statement is also correct. So the answer for the question number 7 is D. 1, 2, 3. We have to select the correct answer. Therefore, answer for the question number 7 is D. And then question number 8. Which of the following statement is or are incorrect with reference to the emergency provisions in the Constitution? The powers were influenced by the German Constitution. It represents federal future of the Constitution. Select the correct answer. Correct answer using the code given below. See, here we have to choose which of the following statement is or are incorrect. See, the first statement is correct. Since this emergency provision is borrowed from the Weimar Constitution of Germany. Therefore, this statement is correct. You can eliminate A and C. Since we have to choose incorrect answer. So, statement number 2. It represents federal future of the Constitution? No. During emergency situations, the center will become unitary. So therefore it does not possess federal features. Therefore answer for the question number 8 is B, 2 only. 2 only is incorrect statement regarding with this question. Question number 9. If a national emergency is declared on the grounds of armed rebellion, that is internal disturbance, right? Internal emergency. The internal disturbance word has been replaced as a armed rebellion, that is called as internal emergency. Let us see. Fundamental rights under Article 9 are automatically suspended during internal emergency. And statement number 2. President can suspend the right to move to the court for the enforcement of fundamental rights. Statement 3. The enforcement of the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 21 and 22 cannot be suspended. Which of the following statement is or are correct? We have to choose the correct answer. Let us see the statement number 1. The fundamental rights under Article 19 are not automatically suspended during internal emergency, that is armed rebellion. So therefore statement 1 is wrong. You can eliminate option A and D. Remaining is B and C. So we have C, B and C. 2 is correct statement. By going through your options B and C, 2 is correct statement. We have to check your statement number 3. Let us see. The enforcement of the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 21 and Article 22 cannot be suspended. See, this statement is wrong. Why it is wrong? The enforcement of the fundamental rights guaranteed under Article 20 and 21 cannot be suspended. Article 22 can be suspended. Therefore, this statement is also wrong. Therefore, you can eliminate option number C also. So, the answer for the question number 9 is option B, 2 only. Let us see question number 10. Consider the following statement. A proclamation imposing national emergency must be approved by both of the parliament within 1 month from the date of its issue. Statement number 2. Proclamation of national emergency must be passed by special majority. Which of the following statement are correct? See, we will look the statement. Statement 1 is correct. See, if Lok Sabha has not dissolved or made dissolution, then both the houses, that is Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, has to approve this national emergency within 1 month. Therefore, statement number 1 is correct. If Lok Sabha is dissolved, then Rajya Sabha has to approve the proclamation of national emergency within 30 days from its date of issue. Based on the discussion, statement 1 is correct. Statement number 2. Yes, it is direct one. Based on our discussion, it is correct statement, since national emergency must be passed by special majority. So answer for this question is both 1 and 2 is right. That is option C is right for the question number 10. Thank you. Have a good day. Here we have attached your answer key also. Kindly note down. Thank you. Let us meet once again with a set 2 related to emergency provisions questions. Thank you all. Have a good day.